Hi, I'm Kel, this is Gav, and we are Brainstem Overload. I called him up one day and said,
how fast can you write a death metal album?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. I answered about a week. It turned out it took about 2.5 years.
I didn't think about the actual amount of time it took, but yeah, I called up and said, I'm listening to this band, their album's like 20 minutes long. It's got like 1,000 songs on it.
We didn't have 1,000 songs, we did do better than 20 minutes. I think ours comes in about 31 or something.
I said we should have a crack at doing that. The thing about that album I was listening to at the time was that it was very no frills, and I wanted that and then some. I wanted to cut out a lot of rubbish, so everything sounds very raw and very angry and very sort of genuine metal. I didn't want it spliced with anything. I wanted something very pure and very angry and very raw, something that people can shed their emotion to. They can walk away and actually feel better. Not, I'm going to go on about my issues. Here you go, here's my issues in a song. Don't you feel better now that I've told you how crap I feel? When you feel crap about being you? No, I don't think so. I
had very much the same kind of direction with a lot of the guitars as well. It was raw sounding riffs, get out, you know, a bit of the angst and a bit of the emotion without worrying too much about the technical side of it.
Let the Evil Out is about essentially cutting into people, letting the pressure out and the tension out of them, and in turn relieving oneself. They're evil lyrics. I mean, one of them is about a serial killer who, not about the people he kills, but what goes on inside of his thought process when he goes out to kill people. It's not always from the victim's point of view. I wanted to write stuff that was from the other side of the coin. But I don't talk about it too much because it sounds. You put the tunes on and think about that concept for a second. Oh, that person wrote about a serial killer, not like, but from the.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me sound like a lunatic.
Well, we're such nice people the rest of the time.
I wanted to explore concepts from the other side. I don't feel as though many bands have done that. They always bang on about this, they bang on about that. They don't look at it from the other side, and I didn't want to discuss things like love and flowers and roses and sheeps, lambs and...
I'm not sure if that was ever on the cards though.
No, it wasn't, no. We needed a cover for online distribution.
Yeah, and it had to be square.
And it had to be done quick because we couldn't be bothered.
That's it. So a late night Photoshop session later, and I've taken a still from the Soil from the Grave video that we made about a year ago, and combined it with just a really odd image that I found on my computer somewhere of me, and stuck them together. That was it.
I called my mum up
right.
when the day of release, the digital day of digital release, and I said, "Mum, we've got album, blah blah blah. Go on Amazon." So she goes on Amazon. She calls me back and she said, "I don't like the photo." She bought one.
Yeah, if you, it's over in the background there. If you look at it for too long, it does look like, you know, I'm inspecting you, and I found something a bit surprising for both of us.
It's very Morse. Frost. Do you remember?
It is, yeah, Touch of Frost.
Yeah, Inspector
David
Morse.
Jason, yeah.
It's yeah.
I never thought of that, but yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw it.
It's like a more kind of decayed, grungy version, maybe.
I've heard grungy applied to it as well. I quite liked it. It was like a ruin laid in stone. And you see those old stone ruins, and they've got a story to tell. And often when they tell that story, it's not what you would think. The history of things, and you know.
No, I don't think these days really. I mean, there's lots of bands that have made themselves essentially. So
I say we own our label.
Yeah.
Essentially, if you own your label,
the way we've done it, yeah.
You own your music. So no one can tell us what to do or how to do or how fast or how slow.
Yeah.
We are in charge. No one can make any money off of us.
No, we rarely make any money
ourselves.
We
don't make any money, but you know, the product is there and you have full rights, and then it's your decision to relinquish any of that.
The original plan was, I think, to get some more musicians and start doing live shows, but the lockdown happened.
I'm quite happy making noise in the street, just us.
Yeah.
I personally am chomping at the bit.
Yeah. Me too.
I had a few drinks in the kitchen the other day, and I put the album on and basically forced a live show upon my neighbours through the brick wall.
Oh, my neighbours are as familiar with these songs as I am, I think. All the recording and the going over it and the re-recording and the mixing and playing at full volume.
It's very hard to find. It's not so much the caliber or ability, it's
just like-minded people, I think.
Yeah.
I think at this stage, when we've written an album's worth of material, people have to be willing to learn something, and but more than anything else, I think this whole thing started as much as anything else because we're sick of the politics in bands. So we will do live shows eventually, but we don't know what that's going to look like yet.
No, we don't. We don't know how, when, or how far away the audience is going to be from each other, or how far away they are from the stage.
Yeah.
Oh God, you know, I keep racking my brain thinking, what have I heard lately that is been impressive?
It's so difficult because everything's I listen to everything on Spotify and it's in playlists and stuff. So I never really know what was on the tip of your tongue. I've got one. While he's thinking of that, they've been out for a couple of years now, but Reign of Fury, they're
Bruce Lee cover band.
they're like an old school thrash band, but a more modern kind of thing. And I heard them on one of these heavy metal radio stations, and I love them. And they've been in my car ever since on the playlist. But again, I get confused, so I don't know which ones are their songs sometimes. But I'm assuming I like all of them.
There's a band out right now that is impossible to pronounce. It's Aetherius.
Oh, Aetherius.
And their album, The Rivers of Sand and Blood.
That's the other good thing about Brainstem Overload. You can pronounce our name and you know exactly what it is.
The stage is going to be like 6 years from the audience. There are people who are going to stage dive and they're going to have to learn to sprint to get to the stage because they're so far away.
The wall of death will never go anywhere.
People are going to jump off the stage and there's just going to be about 10 feet from the stage piles of bodies where people jumped. If you drop anything, I mean, there's going to be some issues. I don't quite know how that's going to play out, and I'm quite worried because I've got tickets to Aussie, the reschedule of the rescheduled Aussie show. We shall see, but I think it's going to be interesting. I think live shows are going to, I can see big things for online live broadcast.
Definitely.
So we're at the venue and you're sat at home able to do whatever the hell you want while you rip it up, which is both good and bad.
I've been watching so many live shows during lockdown though.
The stage fright element will be completely eliminated, which means we will be able to do whatever the hell we want. There'll be less health and safety, so because there'll be less people there. So in theory, we can do a lot more things that you wouldn't be allowed to do if there were people present.
Totally. That's a bit general, isn't it? Get a dog?
You get a dog? I've got a dog. It's cool. We're going to try and construct music videos for every song.
Yeah, on the whole album.
Yeah, on the whole album. So you'll have the songs, and you'll have the accompanied kind of story. Before you were able to purchase the self-titled album, we had already recorded some music for the second album.
Yeah.
I think we're going to just more collaboration. I mean, we collaborated without any crap or politics or rubbish or anyone interfering.
Nobody turned up late.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Other than me, but I was the only one coming round.
I can work with that.
But yeah, currently moving forward, find a drummer.
Maybe a symphony orchestra.
A real genuine drummer who's good.
Yeah.
And second record, videos. More music, watch this space.
More music, more videos.
So
simple as that, really. And having fun, having a laugh.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
That,
we do this for us. It's bragging rights, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's not a chore.
When we were teenagers, like every other teenager, we wanted to be like big rock stars doing interviews and like releasing albums. Now we can do that without any of the bullshit that goes with it.
No other bugger decided to make one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, done well, you made an album. So, yeah, didn't you know?
Yeah, you can do that now.
You haven't got one.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should probably knock that on the head.
Be cool, stay safe.
Adios, buy the album, watch the videos, watch this space, and thank you, Antichrist Magazine. How long are you supposed to stare at it for, do you reckon?
I don't know.
Do you reckon we're supposed to do something for their, like, thumbnail things at the end?
When you say Antichrist, does it mean... Are they coming? Is he coming?
I don't know, is he
Is it
here?
a man in a red suit sticking a pitchfork up your ass? No, it ain't there. I know where you're looking because it's going thin around there. It's gone thin everywhere else, so I should be lucky that that's last.